Hey, what's going on, fam? Ooh, another week ahead of us. Couldn't be more excited. All right, pay attention. I've been trying to hook up a pod with Jubel for a little while now. Just he came onto the scene, such a huge fan, and the man seems to just be everywhere. And he kind of talks about that in the interview. But listen, so the connection was a little choppy, and by a little, I mean it was a lot choppy. And there were some delays as well, and by some delays, I mean there was a lot. But hang in there, stick with it. It was so much fun to talk with him. He has such a great passion for Power Slap and for the UFC. He talks about how he needs to be VIP. He talks about how he wants to fly everywhere to see it, and he talks about how he met Dana White, and that was his goal in this whole thing, and how it was just an amazing experience. So that's going to be first. Then after that, we'll get into the second recap of the awards for 2025. Just some thoughts there. But man, another good one, another fun time. Grab your beverage, hang out, listen, watch, whatever. But no matter how you do it, always remember 3, 2, 1. That's a knockout.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. All gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the Power Slap King.
Slapson, baby!
Ooh, if you know, you know. You've been seeing this guy around. You know what I mean? Jabel, if you're ready, we'll get into it, brother.
Yes, my brother. Let's go.
All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the man in the building. Do you know? Because he knows you. It's the super fan of Power Slap. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, US. It doesn't matter. Pictures with everybody. This man knows it all. Give it up for Jubel Sheik.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so
What's
much.
up, dude?
I'm good, brother. Yeah, I'm very happy. It's my first time. Yeah, thank you so much, brother.
So we got to ask, where did this whole passion come from with Power Slap, and maybe just fighting in general?
Yeah, it came because, especially because of Dana White, brother. I wanted to meet him. So I went Las Vegas and I saw Power Slap, and there I met him. And so many Power Slap fighters became my friends. So I went Abu Dhabi and I went Saudi and I met Dana White there also. I saw the fights. Now you can see so many Power Slap fighters are my friends, even the champions.
Wow, that's crazy. It's fun to be a part of a sport that it's not so big yet. You can kind of reach out to these guys, yeah?
I would have gone to US to watch again in January, February, but there are no fights. So I'm waiting for the March 7th. So I will go. Let's go.
We'll be there as well. We'll have to get a drink, man.
Yeah, of course, we will meet there, my brother. I will drink juice and you will drink alcohol. Every time I want to buy the VIP, but it's sold out. This time I want VIP. I need it. On location, I told that guy I need. Yeah, I told on location, please book for me. Please let me know when it's available. I will buy instantly because I need VIP every time. The best fan of Power Slap. Even UFC also, I'm very big fan, brother.
I was going to say, I noticed. So do you try and go to every single UFC and Power Slap fight? Do you try and go to every single one, no matter where it is in the world?
Yeah, I am trying my best. I went to UFC Apex also. It was very good. It was my first time. Then I went again also, so twice. And I went Vegas for T-Mobile Arena for UFC. Then Abu Dhabi, Qatar. Maybe I will go this month, Australia. Let's see. I will try my best to go everywhere. Dana White, I asked him, do you know me? Do you remember me? He said, yeah, you are everywhere. So I told I will go everywhere for your events. So he said, thank you so much, my brother. Very good guy, very good heart, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
What was it like actually? So you had this goal to meet him. What was it like to finally meet him that first time?
One of my friend, he's Power Slap. He's also big fan and UFC also. They told me if you want to meet Dana White, go to Power Slap, stand near the fighters walkout. You can meet Dana White and you become true, and it was my dream. I was so happy. You see the video, I'm so happy in the video. I enjoyed Power Slap so much. It was
Dude,
so
I
nice,
love
you
that.
know. I took picture with the champion. He beat my friend, the butcher, but it's fine. All are my friends. Very good people. Power Slap fighter, very humble, you know, everyone. Very nice people. Now it's March 7. It will be very good. I cannot wait, you know. It's
Yeah,
waiting many months to go.
I'm excited as well, man. It can't come quick enough. We're in a little bit of a lull here. We got to be patient for the next card.
Yeah. All people see my Power Slap cap and t-shirt. Let's go Power Slap.
They ask you about it. Dude, that's great. So out of all the strikers, which one is your favorite? Do you have one?
The favorite is the butcher because he loves me so much. He gave me the Power Slap towel gift. I love him. I want to see him fight again, brother. He's my brother. He loves me. He said, brother, you are everywhere. Now everybody says like this to me, brother, we remember you. You are everywhere. Even UFC fighters, they remember me. They cannot forget everyone. And they become my friends, so many.
Was it Henry Cejudo?
I met him. He said, my God, you like Power Slap? And he said that, Dana, I think you are doing good things. See, this guy likes Power Slap. Yeah, of course. This Power Slap will be very big, very good because it's a very big gap. Yes, brother?
UFC. Who do you want to meet this year and maybe take a photo with or a video with? Like, what's your dream person to meet this year?
I want to meet Wolverine. I want to meet him, take picture with him, and I will tell him, can you follow me back on Instagram? I told him, I messaged him many times, but he's busy. He doesn't see.
Nice. Nice.
I hope I can meet the champ. There will be 12 events. I don't know how I will fly. 12 events. I need to fly from Dubai. Oh, this
Yeah.
near. Qatar is near. Abu Dhabi is near me.
But coming to the US is a bit longer, yeah?
It's very long, and to leave my wife, my son, he's 2.5 years old. And this time my wife is pregnant. She's pregnant again. But I will come. I will tell her,
Wow.
let me go for a week only. I will go for 5 days or 7 days. I will watch UFC Power Slap and come back as soon as possible. Because I have business also. See, I'm working. I am in my store, mobile phone store. You are welcome to Dubai, brother, anytime. Yeah, it's my own shop. I have a partner also. Yeah, we have wholesale. The iPhones, everything. This is the most expensive phone now. It's Tri-Fold. We have many. We buy from Korea and we buy phones from US also, brother. So this is our store. My name is written outside.
That's awesome, dude. You're a entrepreneur.
Yeah, pretty good. Cannot wait to meet. He was brother, very nice guy. About me, you can understand. So very happy, my brother. Let's go dinner together. Let's go Vegas. Uh, Really, I cannot bring for the events.
You're kind of a delay, kind of choppy.
Maybe because it's Dubai and you are very for 14 hours flight. I need to come here and we can have good time.
That'd be great, man. That'd be great. Well, hey, Jubel, thank you so much for coming on, dude. I'll go back to these awards and kind of do the second recap of those, but I couldn't be happier that we were able to work this out. And I'm positive we will do it again. You're the man. You're the man. You're the man in Power Slap. You're the fan.
You are a man, brother. You and me, we will meet in Vegas and we will see the Power Slap together. It will be a very big day. It will be amazing. Cannot wait, brother.
I love it.
Less than 2 months.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
This will be very big event because it's a so big gap, you know, this time. Yes, brother. So this is my Power Slap cap, my t-shirt. I love it.
No, it's going to.
Yeah. Thank you so much. See you, my brother.
That's
Take
great.
care. Take care, brother.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. We'll see you soon. Love you, man.
See you soon, brother. Bye. Love you, brother.
Yeah. So a little choppy, a little delay. Had some issues, like I said at the beginning of the pod, but man, if you can't tell the man's passion for Power Slap through all that, I don't think you and I are listening or watching the same thing. Anyway, let's get on to the awards. All right. I think we got 3 more left. Let me get a sip of Go Juice here and let's get after it. Dude, Jubel, thank you so much for coming on, man. That was that was fun. We will meet in person and we'll try and do this again. All right. You have my word. All right. On to the awards. Share my screen here, fam. Bam. All right. Starting off, let's make sure we're on the right one to begin. You already got a sneak peek there. All right. We ended on Chin of the Year. Yep. So now we're on to Rivalry. This one was perfect. It was perfect. So this one, well, let's see what they say first. Power Slap's first trilogy delivered on every level, with tensions running high all year as the rivalry kept escalating. Isaiah struck first at Power Slap 10, Brandon fired back at Power Slap 12, and it all came to a head at Power Slap 15 when Isaiah reclaimed the belt and a devastating knockout at Power Slap 15. This duo easily earning rivalry of the year. You know, it's funny. I can't talk, fam. Rivalry. There, 3 in a row. Not bad. You know, when I was coming up, when I was younger, I couldn't say soldier. It was soja. I couldn't do it. Soldier. Nope, it was always soja. You know how much practice, patience, dare I say faith had to happen for me to get over that? We might have to move on to rivalry now, since I can't really say that word. Anyway, perfect. These guys deserved it all. They deserved it all. It was organic. It was real. And what started off kind of, you know, I would say really friendly, right? Like, the match was scheduled and had to get rescheduled due to some stuff, right? But leading up until then, I mean, I was interviewing Brandon after he won the belt in Vegas, and Isaiah came up, jumped in his lap. They were hugging, they were laughing. It was all a good time. Isaiah congratulated him, said it was your night, you deserve it. Brandon was saying, you know, thank you back to him. And, you know, that's just how it was. They stirred the pot, but it was never like super tense or I hate this guy or anything like that. Moving on into the rivalry from 1 to 2 and then 2 to 3 is where things started to get a little bit more personal. I don't know, fam, all the specific details, and the details I do know, you can go watch interviews and things and find out that way. I'll just say this. What was just this, I don't know if I would say fun, but what was this like friendly banter back and forth, right? Between 1 and 2 to hype up the fight. And they were making fun of each other, you know, the countdown and all that kind of stuff. But it was all in good fun, right? All in good sport, I should say. But going all the way to 3, something happened. Isaiah talks about it a little bit in some interviews here and there. Even when he came on the pod for us, you know, he just basically said, look, it took a turn. And it became personal. And what's great is for the sport, that's what we love, right? Like it just kind of happened on its own. Nothing was forced. You know, there's a few times in Power Slap where you feel like they're trying to force something, like force a narrative or force the next star, which is insane to say because it's such a young sport. But if you're a fan and you've been around for a minute, you understand what I'm saying. This thing wasn't that. This was very organic, very real. And so because of that, leading up to this fight, you could feel the tension, man. I was on a plane ride onto this event to see this match, and I started freaking out because after the weigh-ins, I mean, they were grabbing the belt, they were calling each other names, they were going after it, and it was not it was on purpose, but it wasn't staged. That's what I'm trying to say. It just was so real, I felt. And so even on the plane, on the ride over, watching this go down, I kind of went, you know, and I probably said, fuck or something like that, right? But the guy next to me, he thought something was wrong with the plane because of my reaction when these two started going at it at those weigh-ins. And I just said, oh no, man. And I showed him my phone and I was just like, no, it's just some Power Slap stuff. And he goes, oh, okay. And he calms down. But that's how I reacted to something that was so, truthfully, I'll be real. I wasn't expecting that. so far in the sport, we just haven't had a moment like that. So to be a part of that, even though it was on a plane watching the replay, to be a part of that in that way still got me emotionally even more involved. I know both of them. I think they're both great guys. And I've talked about this before on the pod. There's this weird, unique, I don't know, angle when you know these people and have spoken with them and on many of them get to know their families, their spouses, things like that. So to see that happen in a natural way, it got a natural reaction out of me. And it even got some reaction out of the guy sitting next to me on the plane because my reaction was so genuine and big, I guess. Um, this was the one that deserved it. I love it. And I hope this year brings even more. Maybe there's another storyline we haven't thought of yet, right? We've got family storylines from the lanes, we got the hitman, you know what I'm saying? And we got all these guys that are looking to make a name for themselves as well. What storylines will come out of there? You know what I mean? It's going to be a very exciting year to see where this award ends up at the end of this year, right? That's what's fun about fighting. You just don't know. We can say, hey, these guys have bad blood. Hey, these guys are getting along, or something that we're not expecting, but we still don't know what's going to bubble up to the surface and actually create that rivalry that the fight game just absolutely loves. So 100% agree. Excuse me, fan. 100% agree. Rivalry of the year. I loved watching it all, and I can't wait for it to keep on going. All right, let's move on. Next up, we've got comeback of the year, Darius Matavarona. I could see this. Let's see what it says. Comeback of the year goes to Darius Matavarona. After losses at PS1, PS2, and PS5, Darius kept showing up. He flipped the script with wins at PS14 over James Stonier and PS16 against Wes Mena. Persistence paid off. All right, well, a few things to unpack here. So, and this you really go back into the library of slap fighting, which I don't even know if I've been to the very beginning, right? But matches in SFC, Darius was there, and you can see the talent. He's a younger guy, and you know why he ended up in Power Slap, right? He's got the skill set. But what that few sentences are saying is he had these losses. And, let's be real, in the fight game, not so much in the MMA game. Power Slap, we're finding out how it's going to play out. But it's not the losses that really in Power Slap and MMA, I would say losses don't affect your career or affect you getting another fight necessarily. It obviously is there. It's glaring at you. But if you can come out with some type of win that's impressive, especially to the brass, then you're not out of it yet. And with his history in the sport, not necessarily in Power Slap, because he had those losses initially, but in the sport overall, I think that played a factor into this. I really do, because we have seen what he's capable of, and a lot of people wrote him off. Me personally, I haven't spoken with him very much, so I don't really have an opinion as far as that goes, but I think that helped shape this award, knowing the history he brought with him in this sport that's so young, and also coming off of a win against Wes. I mean, that's a big deal. Anyone who goes up against Mena knows they're getting the rock, man. They're getting the whole thing, and he's coming with it all: emotion, power, all that. Man's gotten crazy shape. You know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of people, me included, saw him coming out with that win. But here's the thing. That's why we love the fight game. I keep saying it. And he did get that W. So I think that's what played a factor into it, is what Darius brought overall with the sport, his history in it and what he can bring going forward, and the skill set and all of that is inside him. He's got the as Azael would say, he's got that dog in him for sure. And he got a chance to prove that. Now it's up to Darius going forward in 26 to maybe not have the comeback of the year, but maybe get up there and fight for a title, maybe get up there and fight for a number one spot. But I think for me personally, I want to see Darius go one more time, right? Before we get that title shot. I just want to see one more. I want to see one more time, one more round. You know what I mean? One more time at the podium before we give him that title shot. Nonetheless, awesome fighter to watch. So fun. He gets into it. You know, he's flinging his hair around, all that kind of stuff, right? Excited to see what he does this year. Absolutely. Darius, congratulations, brother. Can't wait to see you in 26. Let's move along here. All right, we had rivalry of the year, comeback of the year. Here we go, baby. Coach of the year. Coach of the year, Brandon Bordeaux. Let's see what it says. Brandon Bordeaux coached 4 events in 2025. Power Slap 11, Power Slap 13, Power Slap 16, and Power Slap 17, plus 3 combines. That's real, man. Dude's putting in work behind the scenes. Excuse me, fam. Ask the strikers. They'll tell you the same thing. Preparation matters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So here's the deal with Brandon. After that trilogy stuff went down, he took a beat, you know, and he was sharing his thoughts and his opinions about the match. And he shared some pretty personal things like medical records, things like that. Not records, but x-rays and shit, right? But I actually talked to him, DMing, voice messages, things of that nature. And what came out of that was a lot of stuff, but that's not for your ears or your eyes. That's for me and Brandon. And but what did come out of it that I feel comfortable sharing is he talked about coaching, even in that interaction. You know, that's where he feels his passion is. Obviously, you can't become a champ in any sport and not have a passion for that sport, right? Obviously. But I think in his gut, in his heart, and you see it on Instagram and social media, you know, he's coaching the kids. He's got that knack. He's got that desire to help other people succeed and to help other strikers become what they want to become. And he can give them that angle because he's done it, right? He went through the ranks, became champ, and so he's got that not only knowledge, but he's got the experience, which is huge because I say this all the time. I don't want anybody training me in sport or to get in shape if they're not in sport or getting in shape themselves, especially if they don't have a track record in it. They can know everything and they might know some things that you don't know, and that's fine. But the combination of having a coach who's been there, done that, and been to the top of the mountain and done that, I think is huge because somebody who just has the knowledge and the skill set, they are valuable. I mean, how many people do we pay in professional sports to watch tape? You know, caddies in golf, things like this. But there's something that comes with it, fam, when somebody can say, hey, place your hand up here, tuck your chin like this, make your posture as such, on and on and on. And they can say, because I did it. Huge, 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 huge. Okay, let's stop sharing the screen. All right, here we go. Well, another week, another episode. Thanks to everybody who stuck through that choppy delay, all that kind of stuff with Jubel. But I feel like it was important to put it out there, man. The guy is just so genuine. He's so kind. He's so nice. And if we have to, you know, power through some connection issues, whatever, right? Wolverine, Ron, if you hear this, see this, he wants to meet your brother. Let's try and make that happen. That would be very cool. And to everybody who got an award for 2025, absolutely 100%. Congratulations. What a crazy year 25 was, man. From just everything, the belt switching hands, Robert getting his, the females rising up, the back-to-back-to-back events. That was crazy. You know, I got to speak to Sin. What a cool guy. The sport is evolving, fam, and it's not stopping. On Paramount Plus as we speak, let's get a sip here. We're on Paramount Plus as we speak alongside UFC, which is massive. And I just couldn't be more excited. So anyway, congratulations to everybody who took home an award. To those that didn't take home an award or felt like they should have, ooh, prove them all wrong. Prove them all wrong and take one home this year. All right, everybody, let's get out of here. Have a great week. And remember, that person looking back at you in the mirror, they're going to be okay. All right, I'm out, fam.